Hi, it's me again. I never really told you my name the last time, did I? Well, that's because you don't need to know. So this video is going to be for those who feel the need to change the world, to follow their dreams, whatever that means. Why would you even want to change the world? I mean, is it even possible? It's rigged. It is the way it is. What do you want to single-handedly take on an ideology, a political system, or people's beliefs? You see, people are going to believe whatever they want to believe. Assholes are just going to continue assholing. And people's beliefs are ingrained in their very being. What, you want to change all that for your own vanity, or so that you can at least be remembered for something? Here's the thing, man. We are born into a world that has certain rules and traditions. Now we can either go along with it, make the best of the system, or try and resist it. And we just gotta do what we gotta do to survive. Trying our very best not to run out of too much money. And then we die. If you really feel like going in a particular direction that goes against the grain and makes some kind of substantial difference in the world, I just do it and not talk about it. Well, you think the government ain't doing enough to help you or those around you? Man, the government ain't gonna do shit that's not in their best interest. You vote because you feel that you're making a difference, that you're making a change, that you're contributing to society. If they wanted things to change, they'll make it happen. But in any case, it will most likely be on their terms. You've managed to outsmart the stock market and financial system, and then they'll just change the rules of the game as soon as they think that you have them figured out or that you're starting to win. You can't win against the establishment, man. So why not just live in a smaller world, achieve your own little more modest goals? You know, that's a start. Many of us are somewhat broken inside. So what often happens is that we don't bother helping ourselves or changing ourselves. Nah, we'd rather change society instead. Now, if you're smart enough to build some kind of invention that will revolutionize the world, by all means go ahead. But if you're not smart enough, just keep it real, man. Have those hippies back in the 60s, or those radicals, created equilibrium and peace yet? I'm not so sure about it. Did the sexual revolution work? Or are men and women still complaining about how things are just not fair? You know, why don't we just let it go? I mean, really. Misogynism, racism, sexism, homophobism, climate change-ism, any type of ism. Do you believe that all of that can truly be stopped on a grand scale? And if it can, are you going to be the one to stop it? And is it really your responsibility? I mean, generally speaking, I guess it takes loads of people to come together to protest and make some kind of impact. But most of us would rather have the spotlight shine on ourselves. Very few people in the world actually make a difference. You want to send a message? Fine. Just make sure that millions of other people haven't already said the same thing. If it's already within mainstream consciousness, then you ain't that original, dude. So you want to save the world. Why? Why not let Greta Thunberg do it instead? How about save yourself before you go on trying to save the world? Just let it be. Pretty much every movie villain wants to change the world, somehow believing he's saving it, but actually consequentially destroying it. And everyone needs some kind of purpose, I guess. If it isn't something specific, then it may as well be abstract. And as for the dreamers, dreams are in your head. Why not just live in the now? Quit dreaming. You want to make some fantasy come true? Do it now. You want to be famous on social media? Buy your followers. You want to make headlines? How about becoming infamous instead? By, I don't know, just being a massive twat. It's the easier option, believe me. That way you get publicity quickly and still get fan mail from the ladies, even if it's inside a prison cell. All you dreamers are so desperate to hang on to delusion. They say drinking clouds the mind, but for me, it makes me think clearer. I love being drunk. It's awesome. So, because you say the way you really feel, you know, and you are the real you. You tell that person you love them, and they either reciprocate or disown you, or get you fired, whatever. Most dreamers want to be entertainers, and now entertainers want to be quasi-politicians. You don't see many conservative Hollywood actors nowadays, do you? See, nobody dreams, I want to be a plumber, or an oil rig worker, or bricklayer, because it's not considered sexy or glamorous. You know, it just seems so ordinary. But you get paid well. I mean, in many cases better than the average entertainer or artist. I can't even imagine having to be creative for a living. Like just desperately trying not to run out of ideas every single day. But if you're gonna go down that road, do it because you want to send a message that no one else but you can deliver in the way you want it delivered. What is a dream job anyway? Like someone who's on their laptop on the beach? I mean, I see a lot of people do that nowadays. I mean, like, come on, man, you're on the fucking beach. Go for a swim. You don't want to be that dork who's on his phone trading stocks while he's having sex. You want the lifestyle, the fancy things handed to you. You want other people to see that you're living your best life. Because that's what social media is for. You get the likes, which are nothing more than numbers on a fucking screen. I mean, what does that give you, really? Okay, I know, algorithms might get you more attention, but that's just a bit too dorky and new age for me. Did you get paid? Good. Did you have to do something shitty to get it? Good. That's the way it is. I mean, for me at least. You see, no one wants to work. And to be honest, neither do I really. I just do a quick dodgy job here and there. You don't need to know what I do for a living. And I use that money on alcohol, hookers, and trips to Southeast Asia. Just not Wuhan for your information, more like Thailand or somewhere like that. And we do it for the money, and basically, it ain't ever gonna stop. There's always a mortgage, some kind of debt, or car payment, or tax, or whatever the fuck. When is it ever gonna end? Never. All these obligatory responsibilities that you never asked for when you came into this world. As a child, life was very simple. You don't worry so much about the past or the future because you're living in the moment. But as an adult, you're in a constant state of trying not to fuck up your life. You gotta figure out a way of keeping track of all the shit you need to pay for with your time and money. Otherwise, your life is just gonna be a big mess. But what if we make it more complicated on ourselves than it needs to be? Now, even when you have all that you want, you're still gonna feel incomplete because what's left to do? You've done it all. So what you want to do is get back on the grind because that's just our nature. And we can either run from it or towards it. And right now, my big goal in life is to finish the end of this drink. So having said everything I have just said, I'll round this up with a question. If we're not here to make some kind of mark, then what the hell are we here for anyway? That's all I have to say.